Good morning, great morning. This is just a moment with Chi. This is your girl Chinaza, aka Chinaza Speaks. I am coming to you today with just a thought because I know that oftentimes we get stuck. Oftentimes we're waiting for a miraculous miracle to fall out the sky. We're looking for God to do something amazing instantaneously. And ultimately, I want to empower you this morning to understand that you have the power in your hands. I was meditating the other day on the man at the pool of Bethesda, and I really wanted to analyze his situation because I think all of us can kind of relate. You know, in our life, we find often that we are surrounded by people who will enable us to stay in our situation. Oftentimes, we are mentally institutionalized to believe that what we have is good enough. It's just enough. We're not going to get any better. It's not going to get any better. But that's not the case. You know, interesting enough, the man at the pool of Bethesda had been there for well over 35 plus years, right? And I know there's some Bible scholar out there that knows the exact year, but he had been there for well over 35 years, and I'll leave it there. Ultimately, when Jesus, as you saw throughout the Word of God, when he performed a miracle, he did it. The woman with the issue of blood, her faith was so strong, she touched him and she was made whole. The man that came to him and said that my child lay sick, he told the man to return home and his child would be healed. But when he got to the man at the pool of Bethesda, he had to ask him a question. You know, and most people say, well, why wasn't Jesus just instantaneously healed this man? Well, because this man already had everything he needed in the palm of his hands to heal himself. Jesus asked him, do you want to be made whole? And I said, wow, God, that was an interesting question. Do you want to be made whole? Not you, Jesus, can you just go ahead and do this? Fix this right now. Holler at your girl. Go ahead and heal this spot because I'm just been at this pool for so long. Jesus said in a rhetorical kind of way, do you really? You know, do you really want a better life? Do you really want better relationships? Do you really want an increase in your finances? Do you really want to be made whole? And the man, I'm sure, kind of was like, okay, Jesus, what's up with this? Yes. Well, then good. Take up your bed and walk. It was that simple. Get up, take up your bed and walk. He had been surrounded by people for so long because of his surroundings. He believed that he didn't have the power, or either he knew he had the power and just didn't know how to execute it. Well, folks, God is asking you right now that rhetorical question. And I know it's probably going to drive you crazy, but do you want to be whole? Do you want to be healed? Do you want your family to be wealthy? Do you want to be in that better home? Do you want your kids to go to that better school? Do you want your child to be healed? Do you want your child to be whole? Do you want... What is it that you want? That's my question for you this morning. Because you see these two hands right here? God has given you everything in your hands to go forth and manifest your dreams. He's given you so much power that all you need to do is take up that bed and walk this morning, whatever your bed is, whether it's finances, whether it's pain, whether it's hurt, whether you feeling rejected this morning, whether your dreams are not manifesting the way you think they should. Understand that all you have to do is answer the question and then take action. That man at the pool of Bethesda, he just had to pick up his bed and walk. It is that simple. I think we get stuck in our processes and we complicate life, but it truly is that simple. And I come to encourage somebody this morning, you know, because I was there. And sometimes in different phases of my life, I can still be there. But I know that I have to make a decision, and it does all begin with a decision this morning. If you're surrounded by 6 sick people, you'll be the 6th. If you're surrounded by broke people who you guys celebrate the fact that you're broke, shut it up, because you'll be the next person that'll be broke. Ultimately, guys, and I say that with passion and love, you have the power. I know if there was something that you really wanted, you would go get it, right? Stop watching other people live their life when you have the power to go out and get your own. Well, guys, this morning, I hope that this message was encouraging. This was just a moment with Chi. I've got my dog back here. I got to get inside Starbucks. This is my day in the life of early in the morning. And I pray, guys, that someone is impacted, that your life is changed, and that you this today will take that parenthetic bed Get up beside that pool, right? And go and get it, because it's awaiting for you. You just have to show up this morning. Jesus is asking, and he's asking the rhetorical question just again to remind you that you, my child, have the power. You've had it all along. Now get up and go do something about it. Have a great day, guys. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Ciao.